Welcome to the 2021 Florida RV Supershow. Kathy and I had a great pleasure of getting to meet Barbara and Keith Bernard, who are the owners of Clear2O water filtration. Now, water filtration is a very important thing.
It certainly is. Our health depends on the purification of our water that we drink and cook with and even bathe with.
And if we can do that without filling our environment full of plastic water bottles, all the better. So, if you haven't checked out their products, it's at www.clear2o.com. And we're going to turn it over to Keith and let him tell you a little bit about their products.
So, hi, I'm Keith with Clear2O. If you're not familiar with our company, we actually make RV filters and kitchen filters, so we're focused on trying to make better water overall. And we've launched this into one of our new filters is actually our inline filter that actually is solid carbon block. So that really is the key difference between Clear2O and other manufacturers. We do things with solid carbon block, which means that we can have a 1 micron filter through all of this, through the entire length, and about 25% more carbon than the other filters that are out there. So that allows us to give you a much higher quality of water and be able to give you drinking quality of water through everything. So with that, you can just put your water through. You don't need to buy bottled water any longer, and you can just go ahead and drink the water from your faucet, and that's going to save you a lot of time, money, and a lot of backache from carrying water around. But because we make a 1 micron, one of the things that as RVers ourselves, we wanted to come up with some different ways of being able to try to give you 2 stages of water filtration, similar to canister style. So we've invented also our Dirt Guard. So our Dirt Guard is a hybrid canister system that actually works in conjunction with your inline filter. So by working together on everything, now it gives you 2 stages. So the Dirt Guard actually has and contains a rigid filter inside. So we built this very strong, and the reason we built it strong was so that you could actually clean it. So you can continue to scrub it, and you can actually backwash it and be able to use it over and over again, just to extend the life overall of the filter. Eventually it will actually get used up and it'll be time to replace it. And we have replacements for $19.99 that you'll be able to buy and just replace it. But the good news is you no longer have to replace the canister, now you just replace the filter inside. Once you mix them together though, it does give you 2 stages of filtration, and by giving you 2 stages of filtration, all the sand, silt, sediment, and everything else is taken out at this stage, which is a 20 micron stage. And then after that, you'll have your carbon stage. And what that does is it keeps all of that silicon from being able to get stuck to your carbon, and makes your carbon actually operate much, much, much better overall. So you'll get much better, higher quality of water. It works obviously with our filter, but it also works with the competitive filters too. So if you use one of the others, you can actually continue to use that filter as well if you choose to with our Dirt Guard filter.
Now, I know a lot of these coaches will have what they call a whole house filter, which is just like a coconut coir type filter.
Yep.
How much is getting through this?
Well, it depends on the quality of the filter and depends on the micron of the filter. If it's a low micron filter, then not much is getting through. But usually when you only have one single filter, we always recommend to think in things of 3s. So we would prefer that you would actually come forward with a pre-filter stage, then a carbon filter stage, and then a lower micron stage. So you can kind of think about how you can approach that in your own coach. You may do part of it outside, you may do part of it in a single filter, and you may do part of it as a refrigerator filter or whatever, but how are you getting to those 3 stages for your drinking water? Now here we do it in 2 stages because we go all the way to 1 micron. But in addition to that, we always like to tell people that if you have the ability to just go ahead and get a first stage of the pre-filtering stage, then a carbon stage, and then that low micron. And that's going to give you the best quality water overall.
Example, we've got the typical little plastic canister.
So single.
Right.
Yep.
In the wet bed.
Yep.
And then we also have the one in the refrigerator.
Okay.
what can we do to improve?
I would suggest you actually add in a third, which is going to be the piece. So you may have to do it a little bit out of order. Generally on the first filter that's coming in, that's usually used as a pre-filter or sediment filter. And they put those in to be able to protect your pumps and your plumbing, etc. But they're really not doing anything to the quality of your water itself.
Right.
They're just really preventing that sediment from coming in. You're dressing your drinking water through your refrigerator, but I would suggest that you could actually come forward with either a system like ours and then do a low micron in your single filter. So you could come with this and then drop down to a half micron in the single filter that's coming in, and all the water going to your coach is going to be good. It'll just be improved by your refrigerator filter.
Will that do anything to pressure?
Well, it's going to drop your pressure a little bit because of the lower micron, but it's going to be about 15 to 20%. Usually what we find is ours is 3.5 gallons per minute. What that means is the showers are usually anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 gallons per minute. So people don't necessarily notice it because it's higher than the shower, and that's usually the number one.
Right.
Over time, you'll see a decrease in pressure, and that's just because the filter is doing its job. It's finally clogging up. And when it clogs up, the pressure is down, the water flow is lower, it's time to replace the filter. Okay? But that's a balancing act for the cleanliness of the water that you have with the amount of pressure that you have. So you just have to balance the two.
Boiler up.
And in 2008, we actually started with all of our kitchen line, and we've been in that for quite a long time. And then when we bought an RV is when we started moving into the RV space as well. This is a new product that we've had bringing out for people that are doing hiking.
Oh, okay.
So it gives
Well, that's pretty nice.
We're doing 2 stages. So you have the first stage is actually a 0.1 micron stage, and then the second stage is a carbon stage.
Oh, okay.
Because the 0.1 micron, it actually is going to get rid of all of the bad things that you could take in.
Yeah.
But it's not going to change the flavor, the taste, the odor, the color of the water. But that will then be addressed in the carbon stage.
I see.
And then that actually comes with a 1 liter canteen as well, and carabiner, so you can carry that along with you.
Oh, that's nice. And these are all the same thing?
Yeah, so these are the same, and then we have a garden filter, which actually removes chloramine. For anybody that's doing organic gardening, we sell a lot to a lot of horse farms actually buy that particular filter as well.
Yeah.
And then we have a litany of the universal filters.
Yeah, I guess I am. Okay. Okay, that go into refrigerators and
for the standard canister sets, and then we of course do the inline filter as well.
that's your inline filter. Okay.
Well, we're going to follow Keith's advice, and we're actually going to be testing out one of the solid carbon filters that he was talking about, and we'll give you our results on our blog site at followthemoon.us. In the meantime, we hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure to check out their website at www.clear2o.com, and that's the letter O, not the number 0, clear2o.com. If you like the video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure and do so. We've got more great content coming to you from the 2021 RV Super Show in Tampa, Florida.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also, be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.